So we learned last class, very important class we learned about it. That is authorization, authorization, okay. This authorization divided into how many types? Authorization divided into how many types? Object level authorization. Second is what? Data level authorization. Right. Next, we have here object level authorization, that is again divided into how many types? RPD, objects authorization, then catalog objects authorization. Yesterday our class totally we went with the RPD objects authorization, we studied it. We know how to control now subject area of the presentation layer. We know how to control the presentation table, and we know how to control the presentation column, and we know how to control the hierarchy object. These are the four objects what we have chance to control it. And as part of that one, we also learned here, if the conflict is between role and role, user and role and sub-role, what is the result? We are aware of it, right? Conflict of permissions between user and role. What happens? User permissions will be executed. Now, second, if the conflict of permissions between one rule and another rule, which are available in the same level, one rule and another rule, what will happen?
Less restrictive.
Yeah. Then what is the technical word? Less restrictive. The less restrictive will be executed. Now third one, the conflict of permissions between role 1, role 1.1. That means what? Sub-role. Role 1 and role 1.1. That is sub-role. Then what will happen? Role 1 permissions overrides role 1.1 permissions. If there is no comments available, then it's okay. If anything is available, then that will be overwritten. Now catalog level objects we have here. In the catalog we have the objects. Number one, that is called as biggest object is called as, what is the biggest object? Folder. Second biggest object we have here, that is called as dashboard. Inside the dashboard we have here, what is that? Dashboard page. Inside the dashboard page we have here section. Inside the section we can keep our report. Okay, and inside the report we may have here filter and other things also available like KPIs, etc. etc. These all things are called as catalog objects. Providing permissions or anything is it's same. And one more point is, this here we have only mainly two things are available. Either you can see that object or you cannot see that object. But coming to here, catalog object authorizations, we have so many types of things are available. One of the example or one of the thing is, let us say first one I can say, let me write here. Let me write here. Catalog objects permissions types. Catalog object permission types. Now what are the types we have? It what is the lowest one? We'll go from the lowest one. You cannot see that object. That means what? No access. Second is what? You can travel. That means nothing but traverse. What is the traverse is something new word for you people. We have to explore that one. You cannot see that object directly, but you can utilize through hyperlinks. What is the meaning of that one? We'll come to understand today. Traverse meaning what? Directly you cannot touch that object, but through hyperlinks you can access that one. Through hyperlinks you can access that one. Third is available, that is called as open. Open meaning you can read. Number one. If suppose I'm sorry. Suppose we have any hyperlinks are available over there. Those hyperlinks also you can enjoy it. So open is nothing but what? Read permissions as well as traverse permissions, both will be there. Second is next is available modify. Next is available what? Modify. If you go for the modify, you can do read happily, you can do happily traverse, and also you can do edit also, you can do it. You can edit the report. Next one is available full control. What is the meaning of full control is, I can say, let us say on XYZ folder you given full control to the ROM user. Then ROM can act as a administrator for the XYZ folder. Not for entire system, only for that folder is administrator. Even he can provide permissions to other users also. Even he can provide permissions to other users also. So full control is nothing but admin for that object. Admin for that object. As admin, what he can do for that object, he can do those all things if he given the full control. What do you mean by custom? This open means what I am saying, read plus traverse, right? Modify means what I am saying, read plus traverse plus edit I am saying, right? Custom meaning whatever you want you can select it. It may be for example delete plus read plus whatever you want it, etc. You can go and you can select the custom permissions, you can select it. Custom permissions you can select it. Okay, we'll go and we'll try to see first one thing that is called as no access. We'll try to see it. Then we'll go for the traverse. Then we'll go for the open, how it is working. Then we'll go for the modify, how it is working, like that. I think yesterday we got chance to see about the no access. Yes. Okay, or else quickly we'll try to walk through it. No problem. Right. If I want to walk through it, I need to load first our RPD into the server. I need to load our RPD into the server. So first let me load our RPD into the server. Where is your RPD? Oracle Home, BI, Foundation, Server. Which is our RPD? 24. This is the latest version, right? So this one I am taking, Control C. Then upload RPD. Upload RPD. Then I want to take this name, whatever available. And before uploading yours, I want to take the backup of my evening batch people. So what I will do is, I'll give it what? 8 p.m. What is today's date? 27, right?
27.
27. June. First, let me take the backup of those people, so that evening they are asking, then I have to provide it, right? Okay, that's what I am taking, that backup. Enter. Then once that is completed, I'll go for yours. Yeah, what happened? RP download completed. Sorry? Huh?
Dot RPD is missing.
The dot RPD is missing. Okay. Dot RPD is missing. Okay. Right. So end home, then enter. Now, if you go and try to open our RP, administration tool, let me take here. So it's saying as RPD uploaded successfully. Let me open online. Admin 123. This is whatever we have the RPD. And yesterday, whatever in fact you provide the permissions, those permissions are available or not. If you want, you can go and you can take on ename column. We provide the permissions on the user called as B160 TDR. You provided. After that, we change it or what? Okay, somehow it changed. It seems to be. We given on the UTU in permissions, right? Hmm? Oh, okay. I think yesterday night I didn't taken the backup. This is taken backup on 24th. Yesterday night I didn't taken the backup.
Yes.
Okay, that's what the problem. No problem. Yesterday in whatever permissions we did it, that is not a matter. Okay, without that also we can continue further. Yesterday night I didn't taken the backup. Okay, that's excellent. Then now let us move on to the one thing. I want to go to the analytics portal. First, I would like to experience with the no access. I want to experience. So I am seeing your catalog. Here, for example, we have a folder. That folder is called as B254 folder is available. For this folder, I don't want the user should see that one, right? Let's say how I can provide the permissions. Catalog. Then I want to provide permissions on this, means this more button I want it. Then what I have to do? Select shared folder, then B254, then permissions, then plus symbol, then I have to select here B160, then user, search, move here, and what type of permissions you want to provide? No access. Okay, then go for again okay, then sign out, sign in as B160 DDR. B160 DDR, RR capital, ITC small, 123. Now if you go to the catalog, shade folder, in the shade folder, are you seeing the B254, that one? No. B259 also not there, because yesterday I think we given the permissions on the B259 no access. Okay, we are familiar with the no access now. What is the meaning of open? That we'll try to understand it. Now what I will do is I'll go back, sign out, sign in as WebLogic user, and I am trying to go to the catalog. Then we have here B254, right? Or I'll go for the B160, for example, because in B254 I don't know what RPD they used to develop the report. B160 surely we used our RPD only to develop the reports, right? On B160 I am going to provide permissions for this user as B160 users search. I am providing the permissions as what is this? Open. First I will provide, let me see traverse, what will happen. Let me provide here traverse, then okay, then okay. For which folder I provided? For B160 we provide the traverse permissions. So now if you go for sign out, then sign in, then our user B160 DDR user, then RR capital, IT is small, 1, 2, 3. Now go to the catalog, then shade folder. Are you seeing here B160 folder?
No.
No. I am not able to see that one. I am not able to see that one. But in any of the other dashboards that hyperlink is available, I can access that. How to access that one? We have one access in the bottom. We are going to see that one. Okay, then we'll move forward. To understand that access better, let us see this line by line. We'll try to practice it. I given one exercise here. Line by line, we'll try to practice it. To understand the traverse better, I given here. Yeah, these points we have to do one by one line. Then you'll understand traverse meaning is what you'll understand. What I am saying, create a folder with the name of test and create a report with the name of R1 and save into a test folder. Can you do this first point or not? Yes. I am going to create one folder. So I am in the shade folder now. If I want to create a folder, I can do from here also I can do it. What happened? Oh, I am in the B160 DDR. This guy has no permissions to create the folders. So let me sign out, sign in as WebLogic user. Now go to the catalog. If I want to create a folder here, there is option is available. What is this? Folder. I am trying to create a folder. What is the name? Test. Okay. Now test folder is created. Inside the test folder as of now, nothing is available. Now I want to create one report. Let me create one report. Analysis. Supplier sales representative. Let me take any one column. That is enough. Then save this one and give the name as R1. And we are saving into a test folder
Yes,
what we created just now. That's what the first point what it is talking about. Second point is what? Provide traverse permission to test folder for this user DDR. Okay, that also we are aware of it how to provide it, right? So we are going to the shade folders. Then test, more, permissions, plus symbol, then for B160 DDR, then search here, then move it, then we are providing what? Traverse. If you provide the traverse, you will not able to see this folder directly. That's what we observed previously, right? Okay. That is the second point what we are doing here. Third point, create a dashboard db1 and save in other folder called as test1. Okay, now we are going to the new dashboard. We are creating the dashboard called as db1. In other folder I want it called as test1. Do we have the test1 here? So what you supposed to do then? Browse the catalog and create here one folder your own. Then what we are giving the name here? Test1 we are giving the name. Then okay. Now test1 we created, then click on here OK, then click on here OK. And what you are asking here next? You save into the test1. Next is what? Drag action link dashboard object into dashboard and point out to the R1. So this is what we have here, action link object. We are trying to drag and drop into the dashboard. Then this one we need to point out, go to here. Then we have to point out here action, new action. That new action we are trying to point out. Navigate to the BA content, then shade folders, then test1, then what is this? Sorry, test. Then R1, then OK, then OK. Then what is this? OK. Now let us go and try to save this one. we pointed R1 report is coming from where? From the test
Test
folder
folder.
coming. For the test folder, B160 DDR has permissions of traverse. He can travel through, but he cannot land on that. Something like that. Now we are trying to save it, that's fine. Next is what? Log out and log in with DDR and open dashboard and click on action link and observe the report. Okay, now I am trying to sign in as a B160 DDR user and the password as RR capital ITX small 123. Now if you see here, our dashboard, where you saved our dashboard? Test 1. There, what is the dashboard name? DB1. I am able to see the R1 or not? I am able to see the R1 report also or not? Who I am? You know R1 is coming from where? Test folder.
Test folder.
For the test folder, do I have the access? If you see here in the shared folder, are you able to see the test folder?
No.
Directly I am not able to see the test folder, but inside the test folder, whatever objects we have it, those objects you placed as a hyperlink on any places. Those things I am able to access it, right? That's what the functionality of traverse. Now you explain better whatever way you can convince it in the interview, right? That's what the traverse meaning here. The traverse, this is the only one thing which is somewhat different from our normal terminology. We know what is the meaning of modify, open, full control. These all things are by listening that words, we know something, we are understanding it. But traverse is something which is newly available. The term meaning is, this is what the meaning. Now, this whatever we have here, traverse, right? Traverse, right? One more point about this traverse is, let me go for sign in. If you go to the catalog, report level, I am going and I am observing the permissions. Okay, I am observing the permissions. I'm observing the permissions. Let us say B160 DDR. Then move that user. Then what you are seeing here? Traverse is
Traverse not available.
so traverse is permission at the level of what level? Folder level. Not for report or not for any single object like dashboard, this kind of thing. Collection of these objects are available inside the folder. So folder level permission, that is not for the individual or independent objects. Okay, that's excellent. That is the one point what I want to cover. Please write that point. This traverse is folder level permission like that. The brackets write as traverse is folder level permission. Okay, now we understand here traverse. Excellent. Now what I will do is I'll go to our original folder. What is our original folder? B160, right? On B160 previously you provided what type of permission you provided? Traverse. Now what I will do is, because I provided the traverse, that is the reason he is not able to access our B160 folder. He is not able to access what? B160 folder because permissions is available traverse. Now what I will do is I am trying to select here. What is the option we have? Next, what is the next level? We saw no access, we saw traverse. What is the next
Open.
one?
Open.
Minimum to high we are going. Okay, open we are going. Next is what? Open. So if the moment I select the open, you can observe right side what is happening. Open means what it's saying? Read plus traverse is called as open. That means you can read it and you can hyperlinks also you can use it. Hyperlinks also you can use it. But you cannot do what? Edit. If you want, you can go for OK. Sign out. Sign in. With what user? P160 DDR user. RR capital ITX small 123. Now, if you observe here the catalog, now you should able to see the B160 DDR and you can expand it. You can see the reports also. You can open the report and you can enjoy this report. If you click on the edit here, you can edit it. If you want to see the one more column, if you want to add here, let us go and try to add it. He is able to add the one more column also. Now here, what is the option we have? Save. Is he able to save? He can enjoy the existing content, but he cannot modify the existing content. Even he did any modifications also, those modifications are is not able to
Yes.
save it. If you want, you can save as another report. You can save as if you want, but existing content you cannot modify. Are you getting this difference? Are you getting the difference? You can open, you can travel, but you cannot modify it. Even if you added the columns also, doesn't mean that it is modified. If you saved it, then only it is modified. You added the content means doesn't mean that one it is modified, right? If you saved it that one, then it is modified. But it is not allowing to save it. That is the reason he is only having open and traverse. Now, okay, we got that point. Let me go for again WebLogic. Then I would like to change here whatever we have the B160 more permissions. What we have here? Open to I am changing to modify. The moment I select here modify, what it is saying? You can read. Write means nothing but edit. Next is you can delete it. You can traverse. Whatever you want, you can do it basically. Accept permissions. You cannot provide permissions to other users. You cannot provide permissions to other user. Up to that guy, whatever you want to do, you can go ahead and you can do it. Suppose I given modify sign out, sign in as a user called as B160 DDR user, then RR capital, I text small 123. Then if you see here, catalog, shared folder. Now B160 folder more. Okay, here see your permission option is disabled or enabled? Disabled. And rename option is enabled or disabled? Disabled. But delete option is enabled or disabled? Because delete option is allowed because modify we select, modify only, right? Modify we selected. Now if you go for expand here, we have previously one report. That report is called as native native business customers. Now I am trying to open this one. I am able to open. I am trying to edit this one. I am able to go to the edit window. Then I am trying to add here one column. Let's say new key column I added here. This is a new key column. Then I am trying to access is denied for the shared B160 native business customers. We given here what permissions? Modify only available. Okay, previously the problem is what? In the bottom, two options are available. Apply for the subfolders, sub-objects. That options are not checked it. Due to that one, it is showing report you are able to modify it, but the moment you are trying to say in that particular path, right, that path level you don't have the permissions because inheritance is not passed to the lower levels. Inheritance is not passed to the lower levels. So what all I did is I went here, permissions. Here I have two options are available for this. Okay, modify these two options we selected and we clicked on the OK. That's it. That's what we did it. Are you getting my point? Okay, excellent. Now we need to go for next one. What is the next one? Full control. If you see here for this B160 DDR user, anything if you go and try to observe here, permission option is enabled or disabled? Disabled. Now because I selected that option, right, rename also it is allowed now. Because in the bottom I selected those options, but permissions are disabled. That is the reason modify and full control major difference is what? Permissions only. Now let me go for sign out, then sign in. Sorry, already we have here, right, the session web logic. Now go to the B160, then go to the permissions. I want to go for here full control. Full control means what is saying? Full control apply to the lower level objects, also subfolders, everything. Click on OK. Now let us go to the here and try to log in as B160 DDR RR cap latex small 123. Then go to the catalog. Then what I have to do? If you go and try to observe here, what is available? Even I can provide permissions to other users also. Can I say now I am an administrator for this particular B160 folder? If I go for other folder, VA projects, let us say, then more, do I have the options? Do I have the options?
No.
No. But only for B160 folder, if you go and try to observe, I have the options. Whatever I want, I can go and I can do that one. Whatever I want, I can go and I can do that one. Okay, right. Now we got the clarity on what's supposed to be do here, right? That's what the meaning of full control. Next one is available, last one, that is called as custom. What is the meaning of custom is, let us say I am going for permissions. Then if I select a custom, now it is asking what permissions you wanted. Previously what the moment I select here modify, it is deciding read plus, write plus, delete plus, traverse is equal to modify. But now what it is saying, if I select here custom, you tell me what you mean by custom, what do you want. If you select only, let us say option called as delete, what you can do? Only can delete. And this custom option is not available in OBIEE 10G. They introduced in 11G only, they introduced it. They introduced only in 11G, they introduced it. Okay, now if I given any task to you, are you in a position to do it or not? Report level permissions, dashboard object level permissions, folder level, KPI level, can you do it or not? If I provide section level permissions, can you do it? Section, can I see here? Section is what? Inside the dashboard page it is available. Inside the dashboard page it is available. But already, did you remember or not, we covered that one. Already we covered that one. If you go and try to open section level permissions, you want to do it. This is called as one section. Section level, we know how to provide the permissions, right? Slight navigation is different. Okay, now again same process from here, right? We did this one whenever we are learning the dashboard objects, we learned it. So that's what I given in the notes. That's what I given in the notes. If you see here the notes, section alone I given somewhat different color. That navigation is bit different. The section properties you have to go, there we have the permissions option. Remaining all things is common navigation, common navigation. and we are aware of it very well. These all options what it is doing. Now, similarly, we can provide permissions to any object. It may be dashboard folder or whatever it is. Next what? Section level permissions, we are aware of it. We know what is the meaning of traverse, we are aware of it. Okay, I think we are good with the catalog level objects permissions. Yes or no? Any questions? No, right? Okay then, till here let me make as this is a one video. Let me stop this recording.